Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Vassallo from Rhythm Massage Development and Education. One of the things that I get asked the most about when I start out teaching the level 1, the manual lymphatic drainage for your everyday clinical practice, is how do you set the table up effectively so that the client's integrity is maintained and also so that you get access to those areas that the client's given you permission for to work in that area. So one of the things that I've sort of come up with is the idea of showing you how to do a specific table setup for manual lymphatic drainage. Normally manual lymphatic drainage is done with the underwear removed, provided that the client has given full informed consent around that. So in the event that clients do remove their underwear, or even if they don't, how do we maintain client integrity and comfort and safety for us as the therapist while being able to access those areas where the nodes and the big node groups are located? Because as we know, it's really important to make sure that those node group areas are cleared in order for a proper evacuation of lymphatic fluid to occur. So let's look at a basic table setup. Normally when I'm working with lymphatic drainage, I'll have the table a bit lower than fist height. Most people tell me that in school they learned that the right height for the table was according to where their fists hang. For me, it's a little bit lower because when I'm actually performing the routine, I like to work with my legs in a deep lunge. So that gives you a little bit more room there. Okay, so let's look at our basic table setup. The first thing that we do is we have our base towel down, and then what I normally always do is put another towel at the bottom of the table to wrap the feet in. Because as we know, when someone's on the table having a lymphatic drainage, temperature drops a bit. And particularly if the room's a little bit cold, the feet are going to be the first place that get cold, and we want to avoid that. So we've got our base towel, and we've got our what I call our foot towel. Regarding the bolster, I always have a bolster underneath the knees. You can actually access the popliteal nodes even though they're on a bolster, and you can also be assured that gravity is assisting the lymphatic fluid flow back towards those nodes in the inguinal crease with the assistance of the bolster. Also, it helps with lower back issues. If you've got clients that get a bit uncomfortable lying down, the bolster really helps. Now, as with all of our other massage routines, we have our top towel that goes over the top. The things that will be a little bit different here are the fact that in the lymphatic drainage that I teach, the whole routine is done supine. So we won't actually be turning the client over, hence the pillow. We want to make sure that our client's comfortable, they've placed their head down on the pillow, and the other thing about the pillow is once they're on the pillow, get them to pop the eye pillow on. Normally I do like a lavender and wheat or a wheat or whatever you like to use, and I wrap the eye pillow in a separate tissue for each client. But having the client supine for an hour and a half without the eye pillow, if their eyes are open and they're staring at you, can be a little bit freaky. So do everybody a favour and get them to pop that eye pillow on. All right, so we've got the head, we've got the eye pillow, we've got the base towel, we've got the top towel, we've got the foot towel, and we've got the bolster. None of that's too unusual. The two unusual things here, and I'm going to do the chest towel first. This is the chest towel. What we do is we get the chest towel once the client's on the table, or the client gets the chest towel, and they place that across the chest so that the only side of the chest that's uncovered is the side that's actually being worked on. That gives the client a little bit more comfort. When I first learned MLD, there was no chest towel, and so taking that top towel back and exposing the whole chest at once was a little bit uncomfortable for some clients. So the chest towel adds comfort, and the final towel, and the funniest towel of all, is what I call the nappy towel. However, in Canada they call it the diaper towel. So it depends what country you're watching this in. But what I mean is the towel that's going to cover the area that the underwear would normally cover. And the way that I explain this to clients is I take the towel off, I show them how it's going to look, I say this is the nappy towel, I have a little bit of a laugh, they have a little bit of a laugh, everybody's cool. Okay, so we're going to get our client to place their bottom on here. Whether or not they've left underwear on or not doesn't really matter. The bottom gets placed on here, the top towel gets pulled up between the legs, and the bottom's actually holding the towel in place. So this part that's come up between the legs actually acts like underwear, but the beauty of this is you've actually got full access to the inguinal crease bilaterally. And that means that you'll be able to access those nodes that are actually going to be doing most of the work of clearing the lower half of the body. If clients choose to leave their underwear on, that's absolutely fine. With their permission, you can tuck the edge of that towel into the underwear, and that'll give you access to those inguinal nodes. So this is our basic table setup. When clients come in, I take them through it. I say, place your head here for me, undress to where you're comfortable. Make sure you put the chest towel and the nappy towel in place before you put that top towel over you. That excellent explanation hasn't actually avoided a few mishaps for me though. A couple of times I've walked into my MLD room and I've had a naked client curled up in fetal position with their head on the bolster. So obviously I haven't done a great job of the explanation, so just make sure that you explain this all slowly to your clients. Use this table setup, modify it as you need to, but start here. And this is a great setup for a basic MLD. Over and out, guys. Thank you. Bye.